Darren Ravel here with Collect TV, and I am joined by Oklahoma City Thunder guard Jared McCain. Jared is joining Goldin as part of eBay Live's 48 Hours of Drops, which takes place on March 26th, 27th. Jared, welcome. You obviously know the space well. I just have to start with the idea of live selling and people buying things live. How fascinated have you been with that? The people are ready to push a button and bid and buy.
I think it's awesome. I love the idea of it, especially being able to have it like the intimacy with it, being able to know like what you're getting right away. They're advertising it right in front of you. You're going against other people. It's almost like a competitive environment. It's like a basketball game. So as an athlete, I want to be a part of it, and so I'm definitely excited to do it and have some fun with it for sure.
Yeah, you definitely get that dopamine high, where you're like,
Definitely,
where you're
maybe a
like,
little too
go.
much when you're bidding a little more than you should, but it's good.
Just like in any auction, you got to be
Exactly,
careful. You got to make sure
exactly.
you want it. Some of the inventory that's available is some of the stuff that from athletes that you enjoyed, whether it's Kobe or Steph Curry. Tell us kind of what you've curated here.
Yeah, I mean, these are all my favorite players. People I've grown up watching, and now I get to play against them sometimes, which is a dream come true. So I think it's another part of me, and being able to share that with people online, on the eBay Live will be really cool to do. And to be honest, I was asking them, I was like, I wish I could bid on these. Maybe have my friend bid for me or something. But I'm excited to be a part of it, and yeah, it should be cool to just see these auction these goats off.
That would be pretty amazing if you bid on yourself.
Bid on my own cards.
Because they are, or you have the 2024-25 Panini Prism Silver of yours and SGC 9. What do you think about people using cards to kind of support you, right? Like, I'm going to buy a Jared McCain because I believe in him, and if he does well, I will do well.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful form of flattery. Like I love like being able to have that conversation when I come outside the hotels, and kids asking me or saying that they just got into collecting and I was their first card. It's really cool to see, and it's another part of the community that I think being a part of it now and knowing like what it means to some people, it makes for such a cool story. And I think, yeah, I think it's awesome though.
What's your thoughts on these logo men card where they have tiny pieces of jersey, Jordan and Kobe, selling for $13 million?
Man,
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
it's crazy. I mean, I love it for the hobby. It makes for great stories and something to talk about. And I'm glad the hobby is booming as well as it is right now. But it's definitely wow, definitely not in my budget, of course. But maybe one day. But it's really cool to see just the piece of jersey, how much it can mean to people, and how special those cards are.
We saw yesterday at Sotheby's a bunch of NBA debut jerseys being auctioned off. I am a Northwestern guy, and I did lose on the Brooks Barnhizer debut
You
jersey.
lost?
I lost. Yep. Yeah. You gotta lose some, but so I'm a little disappointed. What do you do as far as collecting your jerseys? I know it's complicated because what the team owns, what Sotheby's owns. Have you asked for your jersey before, and has it gotten more complicated because all the deals the league has?
Yeah, it's definitely hard, especially my rookie season. Like a lot of them, like majority of them, go to the league and go auction off wherever they go. But I think I've got a few for sure. I definitely kept most of my like game worn shoes and stuff. But it's definitely hard to do because now there's so many deals within the league with all the companies. So I try and get them, and especially when I'm collecting like other players' jerseys, some of my favorite players in the league. It's really cool to do because I'm building a good collection with that.
It does seem like players are more aware, more than ever before, not
Definitely.
only how valuable they are, but also like they want to get them. They want,
Yeah.
what's so funny is like I interviewed Michael Jordan right after his career ended, and I'm like, "What do you got?" And he's like, "Nothing."
Crazy.
I don't think a lot of players today would answer nothing.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I mean, now being in the hobby and just in sports memorabilia in general, you start to be like, okay, I want that one, especially like, okay, that one's going to be cool. So I try to be aware of it, but sometimes you just throughout the season there's so much going on that you're just forget about it.
Tell us about your collection and how over time you've collected, whether it's other players' game used jerseys or cards, how it's developed over time.
Yeah, I mean, when I first got into the hobby, I started by collecting mine because mine were probably the cheapest of the ones that I wanted. And then people started to find out like I liked the hobby, and then all of a sudden my cards are are way more than I thought they should be. So, I had to create a separate account, and now it's like they don't know it's me. But
Well, let's talk about that. Basically, it's like, oh, yo, it's Jared McCain who's
yeah,
to buy my own card.
yeah.
He needs it. Maybe it's a one of one. Let's juice it up a little bit.
Exactly. That's exactly what's going on. So it's kind of tough. It's tough. I'll have my friend bid for me or whatever, message the people for me, and it gets tough sometimes. But after I got a good amount of mine, I've got a great actually I got a great amount of mine, and
How
now
many? How many? How many?
um I'd say I probably got just to myself probably like 100.
Okay, and you have any like one of ones, like
I
big?
have. I have 5 or 6 of my own gold kabooms. So out of 10, I have like 30 of the regular kabooms. Those are my favorite cards. I love the kabooms. I have a one of three, the Nike swoosh, my rookie year one. Um, there's a few really good ones I have that people. The good thing, the flip side of it is people sometimes want to give me good deals because they know I like the card. So I did like a trade in Milwaukee with somebody. I gave them my jersey, and they gave me that one of the swoosh card. So that was pretty cool. Um,
They're either going to screw you or love you. There's nothing in
exactly,
between.
exactly. There's no in between there. It's there's no. So hopefully it balances out in the end, but I don't know yet. And
Who
then
do
so
you who do you
after,
who do you get like what jerseys have you gotten from other players?
ooh, I've gotten LeBron, KD. I got Jimmy Butler. I got Brunson,
Oh
I,
man, you're really asking hard.
Halliburton. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm
When
getting
when do you when do you when do you do the ask?
usually depending on the game. Usually they're like at a free throw line or just after the game. I'll ask them. Uh,
At a free throw line.
yeah,
Yo, this
yeah, like
game's over. This
LeBron.
game's over.
LeBron's was like my rookie year. LeBron, I think they were beating us by a good amount, and it was towards the end of the game, and he was. We were both like boxing out, and I'm like, "Yo, is there any way to get the jersey after?" I had to, and he was gracious enough to do that. KD, Kyle Lowry knows him very well, and so I went up to him before the game. He introduced me, and I asked for it before the game. So it just kind of depends, but yeah, that's one of my
What
favorite
about
things to
what
do.
about a what about a guy who you were guarding or was guarding you?
Um.
Any guard? Oh, maybe Jalen.
Yeah, Brunson. Yeah, because that was my. Yeah, that was when they played us. I think that was during the tournament, during the in-season tournament at home last year with the Sixers. And I asked him. I think I asked him after though, because I think that was a closer game, so we had to be locked in for it. And then after the game, we were good.
There's like all these unwritten rules.
Yeah, right. It's like you don't want to do it too because you got to make sure that they remember. These superstars, they got so much going on. Like you got to make sure they remember the moment that happened. Like, is he gonna remember to give me a jersey? So, I try to be strategic with it.
So what do you have to get it as they're walking off, or do you wait after, or it's pretty much you cannot let them go to the locker room,
No,
right?
usually they've been pretty good about it. I usually ask them like after like just right after the game, and they'll be like, okay, I'll send it back because they'll go back and sign it for me, and then they'll send it over to like the equipment managers, and then they'll bring it over to our locker room. So they've been pretty good about it.
So you'd be like that guy in Miami who was waiting for food after Miami lost, who was on the food line,
No,
just
that was
standing by their
crazy. I
lock. That
saw
was
that. That
great.
was crazy.
That was crazy. That was crazy. What about any Duke guys?
And he do so. Okay, see, look. So I wanted to get Coopers, of course, and Cons, but both of them, both times we've played them, somebody else has asked for the jersey on my team before I got to him, and I'm like, dang.
Yeah, but Duke bros before everyone else.
I
Come
know,
on,
but
man.
it was like who was it? It was one of our vets. I forget who. I think it was Drummond asked for Coopers, and I was like, I'm not gonna overtake Drummond. Like Cooper probably gets asked every game anyways. I'll get it one day. And then Cons, I think was very similar situation. So I'll get it one day. Maybe I'll just have to call him personally and just be like, yo.
Were you ever shocked at someone who asked for yours?
Oh, I forgot it. I got Luca's, which it was kind of crazy because Luca, like, not that he hit the game winner on us, but like he had a really good game against us. And he gave me the game worn one and signed it. And he asked for mine back, which was crazy. I was like, why do you want mine? Look, it's okay, Luca. You don't gotta ask for mine.
You
But
don't
it was
have to be
really,
nice. That's
yeah,
amazing.
right. So I gave it to him, and he gave me his, and that's a cool one. That's a really cool one. Luca's one of my favorite players too.
Jared McCain, thank you so much for joining us. eBay Live's 48 hours of drops with Golden, March 26th and 27th coming up later this week. Hey, thanks for
Yes,
your time.
sir. Of course, appreciate you, man.